Hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Raven fans doubt Lamar Jackson being either the GOAT or a top 3 quarterback of all time. Look. This is directly at us as Raven fans, right? Because the video I came out with, right? It was about what Harbaugh said yesterday. And Harbaugh came out and said, look, the vision is Lamar Jackson being the greatest quarterback to ever live, to ever play in the National Football League. And that, I heard some people come over and say, oh, John's politicking again. I heard some, listen, I'm reading this stuff off. I'm not going to give names, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And I get it. I don't trust John Harbaugh either in a sense of a lot of times he can say stuff and do other things. It's like, why would you do that if you want that? It doesn't make sense, right? But here's the thing. And I said this yesterday. It's not like John Harbaugh is the only one to be saying this. Steve Young is a top 10 quarterback of all time. What did he say? Tom Brady is considered the GOAT. What did he say? At this point, to me, it's like John Harbaugh's jumping on the bandwagon. It's like he's jumping on the bandwagon. I want y'all to understand something. The race of being great, of winning Super Bowls, is not a 100-yard dash. It's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's a marathon. The NFL, when it comes to quarterback, has been rife with guys that have been drafted low, heck, not drafted at all, and they've succeeded, become legends in their own right. Did y'all forget the name Kurt Warner? Heck, Steve Young, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, the list goes on. Like, how many quarterbacks right now that you could point to weren't drafted particularly high and became legends, Hall of Famers? Wasn't Aaron Rodgers drafted last in the first round? He was sitting like Lamar, sitting there like, where was y'all GOAT Tom Brady drafted? It's not a surefire process. These evaluators who think themselves to be geniuses get it wrong all the time. That's why I look at something like Raven fans, right, that stick to the Polian stuff, like the Bill Polian narrative that has somewhat stuck to Lamar, like a stripper to $1 bills. Like it doesn't make sense to me. And John Harbaugh brought that up in his press. He said Lamar's been dealing with this from junior high school. It's like, nah. He's way too athletically gifted to play quarterback. It's like, oh, he runs like that? No way he can be a quarterback. What? He can move? Make people miss? Doo-doo-doo? Hit him with the swoop? You know what I'm saying? Hit people with the stutter. What's that one guy out there that go, filet? There's no way he can be a quarterback with those type of skills. Same people that are thinking that didn't think Christian McCaffrey would be a good running back. They didn't particularly think Derrick Henry would be a great NFL running back. They're wrong all the time. Why are you guys sitting on the wrong side of history for? I don't get it. Like, what Lamar has already done and achieved, right? I want you to understand something, and I keep saying this. Patrick Mahomes, for as great as he is, walked into a perfect situation. Perfect. I can make the argument that Patrick Mahomes' situation was even better than Aaron Rodgers' situation. He got to sit. He didn't have to rush and get on the field. The team was still winning games. They had weapons galore. Because don't tell me Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, and others were not weapons. He had weapons. And that's what Patrick did. He came into Tyreek Hill, who's already a 1,000-yard receiver and a crazy kick and punt returner. He walked into Travis Kelce, who's already a 1,000-yard tight end. He walked into an Andy Reid that's been to 4 NFC Championship games and had the top offense in the league over 6 times. So what are we talking about here? Lamar didn't come into that. Lamar came into losing. He didn't get to sit. He had to be thrown into that fire. Out of the frying pan into the fire. I'll be the industry's #1 supplier. You feel me? And they watch this man start, literally get the team into the playoffs. And they're like, flash in the pan. And Raven fans sitting there like, yeah, bro, he's not Joe. And it's like, y'all forget how bad Joe was during the regular season. Y'all forget. And Joe had a bro, that might be the greatest assembled in totality Baltimore Ravens team of all time. From wide receivers, tight ends, running back, quarterback, line. What are we talking about here? People forget those duds. That's why he got the nickname Fluco. Come on now, bro. And then the very next year, Lamar does what? Was an MVP. Lamar should already be established. Like, all of the notions of him not being that guy should have been put to rest. That's what Harbaugh was addressing. And he's right. How are you going to look at an NFL not even a one thing, he had one great season, who cares? A 2-time NFL MVP who's had the best record in the league twice, has the 3rd greatest winning percentage in NFL history, while being the 4th highest scoring quarterback in NFL history. Think about some of the quarterbacks. Drew Brees, over Drew Brees. Jesus, God. Think about some of the offenses that Drew Brees has thrown in. The only 3 people I believe over Lamar in scoring is Peyton, Mahomes, and Brady. And Brady got high because of his last, years in Bucks, because his numbers were crazy. Even his very last year, Brady, didn't he lead the league in passing yards and almost passing touchdowns too? So it's like you're looking at a player that has proven himself to not be a flash in the pan, that has proven himself to be a top 2 quarterback simply when it comes to at least the young quarterbacks, and to be simply viewed as the number 2 just off of his achievements. But he gets questioned by his own fan base. Bills fans will kill for Josh Allen. I have yet to hear a Bills fan talk crooked about Josh Allen, regardless of what he does or how he plays. Same thing with Cincinnati. When it comes to Joe Burrow, I've yet to hear them speak or say anything bad about that man. We had Raven fans saying that the backup could do exactly what Lamar does. 2-time MVP. The media that covers the game The media, meaning that specifically covered the Ravens, said Tyler Huntley was actually a better thrower of the football than Lamar Jackson. And y'all wonder why? Like, I'm trying to tell y'all this. Get out of your own way. It's so hard to pull the shroud from your eyes, but you need to. Lamar is him. He's proven that he's him. What? Because he didn't win a Super Bowl in his first 7 years? Neither did Josh Allen. Neither is Joe Burrow. None of these guys. Only Patrick has. And to put it in perspective so you understand, Drew Brees only has 1 ring. Brett Favre only has 1 ring. Dan Marino has no rings. You get what I'm coming? And these are great, the top 10 greatest of all time. Steve Young has what? 1 or 2? I think he has 1. You guys' minds are skewed because of Brady. That's why people are so big on Patrick Mahomes right now, because winning 3, like, that already puts him most winningest quarterbacks, like the top 5 most winningest quarterbacks of all time, Super Bowl wise. He's only 1 behind Joe Cool because he got 4. Remember, Peyton barely got 2. Barely. So it's like, I'm looking at people like, bro, why do y'all act like this is easy? Patrick winning this much is an anomaly. And it just adds to, and it's funny because then you get people like Ryan Clark, oh, well, because he has that stuff, that's why we treat him like that. But in your eyes and what you say, you don't consider him a top 5 quarterback. That's what you guys say. Oh, I take Joe Burrow over him. I take Josh Allen over him. I take Justin Herbert over him. Heck, we had someone say they take Jordan Love over him. And then you're going to say, but we're going to judge him the harshest, even though he's done the most outside of Patrick Mahomes. Make it make sense. Oh, well, this one guy went to the Super Bowl that 1 year. What has he done? That year he won 10 games. And that was the year Lamar was hurt. He wouldn't even made the playoffs if Lamar Jackson didn't get hurt. Yes! Let's go. People don't seem to like that context. Raven fans, I believe that Lamar will be a top at when everything is said and done, a top 3 quarterback of all, a top at the lowest, a top 5 quarterback of all time. I believe that. I told you already how many times he's not finishing his career with nothing under 2. So I have a question with you right now, right? Let's say Lamar wins the Super Bowl this year. Where would you rank him? Where would you rank him? I want you to understand, at that point, even if he doesn't win an MVP next year, he'd be a 2-time MVP and a Super Bowl winner. And he most likely will win the Super Bowl MVP. So you would look at a player that's been a 2-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, and a Super Bowl MVP, and led the league in passing touchdowns. Where would you rank that all time? Where? For the Dan Marino lovers out there, he was MVP once. He had one 5,000 passing yard season. Where would you rank him? Where would you rank him? For the doubters. Now imagine Lamar gets 2. Where would you rank him? You see what I'm trying to say? Once again, I bring up a lot of these guys didn't get their championships till later on in their careers. There's been some guys that got it early. Aaron got his real early. Everyone thought Aaron Rodgers was going to end up being number 1 greatest quarterback of all time. What has happened to all those wise people? Exactly. Still waiting on that second one, huh? Exactly. It's hard. Once again, Patrick Mahomes is not only talented, he went into an amazing situation with an amazing head coach and an amazing general manager. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. But hey, what do I know, right? So what do you guys think? Are you still on the fence about Lamar being the GOAT? Or are you starting to say, look, GOAT, top 3, whatever? I think he's going to win multiple Super Bowls. Are you on that side, or are you saying, look, he's going to set y'all up for failure? He'll never amount to that. Oh, he's a faulty Super Bowl winner. And he never deserved or MVP, and he never truly deserved those MVPs. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, right? Because you already know where I stand on this, and I already know if you're standing on that side that I just said, you know what I'm saying, we finna have some flame up in them comment sections. But as always, that's episode of the Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't love the comments. If you haven't done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness with your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen. Hold on, before we go any further, I want to say thank you. Almost forgot. Woo! What's it called? I really almost forgot. Oh my gosh. I want to give love to 2 different people. I can't believe I almost forgot that. I want to give a shout out to Eric Plummer and Troy Gale for both donating $5 to the Wunderkind Show. Something right now. Listen, gas. I just took gas. Gas is $3.48 a gallon. I picked up eggs yesterday. 18-pack for almost $9. Inflation is real. And you guys are still sending your hard-earned money to try to support the Wunderkind Show. I wouldn't care if it was $1. I understand what it is to work hard, sweat of your brow, go into a place you don't want to be, work with people you don't want to be around to earn a buck. And you guys are literally doing that and still donating to this channel. I'm humbled. I want to say thank you once again. We are really trying to build something special over here. We're doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to do everything the right way. I ain't trying to down anybody. I try to be respectful always. I put God first, and, you know, and I believe in what I'm saying. And I don't shortchange you guys. So let's continue to try to build together. And like I said, those contributions are going to a Starlink system that we're getting close to. That's the closest thing we're getting close to buying. Because the Starlink right now for Florida is $299. And we're getting close to, we need about, I want to say about $150 more, and then we can be able to purchase that. And yeah, and then if the hurricane does hit, you guys already know I got a generator. We can still put out great content. It's not coming from you. Still, know, regardless of what's going on around me, I can still give you guys the content that you guys look for. But once again, it's the Wunderkind Show. Thank you guys for loving and supporting the channel. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.